tricep overhead extensions suck, and I don't want to do them ever again. That's kind of a line. I might do them one day, but for the time being, I hate them. They feel shit. They hurt my elbows, and it feels like I'm getting an elbow workout, not a tricep workout. Long head was never sore from them. Rarely, if ever, I get a tricep pump, no matter how high I go. I tried multiple forms, and they all sucked, and I hated it. I was having a horrible time. I was straight up training my elbows. Nothing else. Well, that's the best exercise out there for tricep. How dare you say it is horrible? You suck, you don't know how to train. Then you do you. Then why you still listen? Go leave. Bye-bye. You don't need my advice. Just stay in your own bubble and thinking that whatever exercise you get told that it is the best, and just move on with your life. For me, if you want to listen to my advice and what I think worked for me, that you might try to apply for yourself if tricep overhead extension don't work, is skull crushers are way much better. At least for me, and it might be for you. So listen, if you are one of those people that when doing pull-ups feels a shit ton of long head work, like for me, when I'm doing pull-ups, I feel like crazy burn on my long head. So I thought to myself, what movement has a similar motion to this? And guess what it is? It is skull crushers, where you kind of go like this, and you have to hold the weight with your triceps overhead. And I thought to myself, that's not half a bad idea, but it could be better. So I started doing them on an incline where my elbows will go so far and I have so much tension on my long head whenever my hands are in this position. I've never felt so much stretch, so much tension on my long head, and so much soreness after doing an exercise. I did it once, and it felt good. I tend to not pick movements based on soreness or pump, or feeling a deep stretch, or feeling stretch in the muscle. I tend to focus on sound movements that I'm 100% certain that they work the muscle, regardless of how they feel. But when a movement feels so horrible, like overhead extensions, and it feels like so much on my elbows, and it just hurts, that's the only thing it does. It just hurts. Why not try something else? And especially when you have evidence that you get so much from moving your elbows rather than extending them for the long head. Like I always felt my long head on pull-ups. So wouldn't it make sense that skull crusher might be better? And that's why I ended up doing skull crushers on an incline, because it gets me so much stretch and it feels great. And I don't want you chasing those criteria as I named, like stretch, pump, burn, DOMs, but when you feel like an exercise is feeling like shit, it's been your elbows, you're not getting much out of it, they're not a bad hint. Always, when you're not getting what you want from a lift, try something else. And try the thing that gives you the pump and the soreness and maybe the stretch. Because those are good hints. Doesn't mean they are good always, but good hints. In case of doubt, follow these signs and you should find the light. More than likely. It might be the stretch that works for you. It might be the pump. It might be the DOMs. Pick one and follow it. And this is what I always try to push on this channel, is do what works for you. You. I need to emphasize the you so much because it is annoying how people make it about the lifter. Like Jeff Nepper, GVS, maybe Natural Hypertrophy, maybe Bold Omni-Man. They give great advice, all right? Let's assume all of them give the best advice in the world. But you always see a slight variation for what people pick. Like, for example, GVS loves and swears by incline curls. Basement Bodybuilding shits on incline curls a fair bit. Although some of it not serious, but he does shit on it a bit. Also, Natural Hypertrophy did shit on them for a while. And you gotta realize, they're not speaking on your behalf. They're speaking on their own behalf. They're saying, this lift sucks because I hate it. I don't get anything from it. It feels like shit for me, yada, yada, yada. And they're right. They're absolutely right. There might be a person that says preacher curls suck. And there might be a person that says incline curls suck. And they both could be right. You gotta realize they could be both right. Does that mean you trash both? But this guy also says preacher is better, and this guy says his incline curls are better. So who do you follow? You take both information, try it for yourself. That's all I want you to do. Stop following trends. It doesn't matter. You figure out things for yourself, regardless of how dumb it might end up being. And that's all I wanted to put out today. Peace.